Hey folks, welcome to the video. It's Johnny Keeley here, and I wanted to share a new feature that Instagram have just announced that I think some of you might find really useful. So Instagram have just announced a tiny little new feature, or a change to a current feature, where you can check to see whether your posts are not being recommended and are not showing up on the explore page. This is sort of what people refer to as being shadow banned. This means that maybe you posted something that means they don't quite trust what you're going to post, so they don't want to recommend it to too many people. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, yes, this is the problem, this is the magic bullet, this is why my posts are not reaching all of the people that they used to, and spoiler alert, that is probably not the case. You probably haven't been shadow banned, your reach is probably just reduced at the same amount that everybody else's has. But let me just show you this feature so you can check to see whether it is. All you have to do is go to the top right corner, the little lines, then you're going to go to settings at the very top, look down to account near the bottom, and then in there is account status. This is pretty buried in the thing, but when you go to that, you'll see that, for example, in my case, it says you haven't posted anything that is affecting your account status. Now, my screen doesn't look exactly like Mozeri, the head of Instagram's screen, did when he announced this, which means that it's possible that either I'm a very, very good Instagrammer and I've not been naughty or anything, but it could be that mine hasn't updated, because Instagram do have a habit of sharing things with the US and then telling the whole world that there's been an update. They do that. But looking at his screen, it looks like there are kind of two tiers of guidelines. One being the community guidelines. This is what Instagram stands for, and if you break those, you know, that's bad. And then presumably you have recommendation guidelines. This is probably a bit more like, hey, you're being a bit edgy, we're going to reduce the amount of people that are seeing your posts and we're not going to show you on the explore page. And if you break those guidelines, it looks like you can either appeal it or delete the posts, and hopefully your account will kind of be restored to a more shareable, recommendable state. Now, if you haven't broken any guidelines at all, but your reach is still very, very low, you might have been doing something much, much worse, like me. You might have been posting photography. So check through your account thoroughly, check to see whether you have been posting any photography, and this could be why your reach is really low. I'm joking, of course. There are loads of reasons why reach is low at the moment. The biggest, in my opinion, is probably that Instagram's active users is probably really low, and session time of those active users, meaning that people just aren't spending much time on Instagram anymore, and many of your followers might just not be there. But it's nice that Instagram are giving us these features to kind of take away some of the guesswork. You can break their rules without even knowing it sometimes. For example, I did some work with a drinks company a little while ago and I posted it to my feed. I did a giveaway on that as well. Now, it's quite possible that that is against those guidelines. Seemingly it isn't, looking at my account status, but it could be. So it's good to know that they're giving us some kind of features, which means that we can check, I suppose. Now, my regular subscribers will probably notice that I'm not in my studio right now, I'm actually in my house. There are some builders in there right now plastering it. I've done some kind of structural changes and I'm really excited about the upgrade that I'm giving it kind of for next year, really. I've got a few more videos to post this year, but they may not get recommended to you the way that YouTube is at the moment. So I want to take this opportunity to say to my regular subscribers, if you celebrate Christmas, have a great Christmas, have a great New Year, and I will see you soon.